Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Phineas King. For the past 10 years, young people have been buying less and less houses. Today, I've come to Westminster, where I'm going to ask the local residents what they think about the situation and whether they would like a council estate built on their property. Hello. Hi. Could I ask you a couple of questions about the housing situation? Hi, could I ask you some questions about the housing situation?
I'm just a tourist, I'm not from here.
Ah,
so
fair.
I have no idea, sorry.
But you've got houses where you come from as well, right?
Yeah, in Germany.
Oh, Germany.
Yes.
How's life treating you?
Quite okay, I like it.
Could I ask you some questions about the local housing situation? Sorry?
I don't live here.
Sorry?
I don't live here.
Where do you live?
China.
Hi, could I ask you some questions about houses? Please? No. Hi, could I ask you a couple of questions about the housing situation that's going on?
No, thank you.
Could I ask you a couple of questions about the housing situation?
Sure, go ahead.
So, do you know about Angela Rayner's proposition to build 1.5 million homes in the United Kingdom?
Yeah.
Do you think that's a good idea?
I think that's a very good idea.
Why do you think that?
Because there's a lot of people that are homeless, there's a lot of people that need housing, and the more houses we have, then at least there'll be cheaper rent and rates to pay. Right now it's crowded, there's hardly any place to live, and that's why the rates are really high and the rent's really high.
That's very, very good point. I mean, there's an awful lot of people here, as you can see. So maybe they don't actually have the proper capabilities to be able to support themselves and so on. So maybe we should be not just building more houses, but also building more homes.
That's more or less the same things, yeah. Houses and homes, same thing.
But a home has a little bit more of a personal meaning towards the individual. Like when I go home, that feels like you know when you go and open the door and it's like, oh, I'm home.
Yeah, which is exactly what they're doing.
Do you have a house?
Yes, but at 6,000 kilometers from here.
Ah, fair enough. Where's that? Scotland?
No, I'm in Canada. So.
Oh, Canada! There's an awful lot of space there, isn't there?
Yep.
Brilliant. So apparently there's a housing situation going on there?
I don't have any opinion, sorry.
Fair enough. Well, Angela Rayner recently said that she wants to build 1.5 million homes in the United Kingdom.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah? Why do you think it's good?
Gives people like an option for accommodation.
Shelter.
Yeah.
So all that's
Yeah.
good English.
Okay, fair enough. Can't use any of that. I've got some notes actually. Hang on. Sorry, give me a sec.
No, it's fine.
Angela Rayner, beautiful. No, not Angelina, beautiful. Angela Rayner, beautiful. Ah, brilliant. Yeah, so you see, voters want MPs to swear allegiance to their constituent. No, it's not that. Beautiful housing rule prevented development, says Rayner. This is 7 minutes ago, so this is breaking news from planningresource.co.uk. So you can see that Angela Rayner has defended her decision to remove the requirement for new homes to be beautiful. Do you think that houses should be beautiful?
No, livable. Livable. You don't need to be able to do you?
Said they need to be livable. Of course they need to be livable. I've got one very simple question that can be done in 8 words. Do you think houses should be beautiful? You don't need to count.
Houses should be beautiful. Yes.
Thank you. Last bloody guy said they don't. As you can see, there's a wide range of responses regarding the housing situation in the United Kingdom. Some people think that we need to build more houses. Some people think that we need to demolish some. Some people think that things are just fine the way that they are at the end of the day, because Angela Rayner may want to change the status quo, but perhaps at the end of the day, maybe the status quo will change Angela Rayner. I've been Phineas King, and this has been Channel 5 News. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Phineas King. For many, many years, people have been trying to solve a deep-rooted cultural issue. Do we say grass or do we say grass? Do Do we say pie or do we say pie? Do we say now or do we say nothing? Today, I've come to Matlock, Bath, to ask the locals what they think about the North-South divide. Do you think that it's a good thing or a bad thing?
It's even more pronounced than that. I was born in North London and I, for many years, 22 years, lived in South London. So
That's like a domestic North-South divide.
Yeah,
That's the Thames.
yeah, I know. And interestingly, the water on one side of the Thames goes in one way and the other side of the Thames goes the other way. When it's flushing. It spirals out.
Would you say we're in the north right now, or are we in the south? We're definitely in the north.
Yeah, and the line is, I would say, around Watford Gap on the M1.
Watford Gap.
And right over to Cambridge.
Excuse me, could I ask you a couple of questions about England, if you're interested? I know you've just eaten ice cream. No, yeah. Enjoy the ice cream. How much was it?
Sorry?
How much was it? I'm quite hungry.
I'm not quite sure actually.
Fair.
Do you want the rest of it?
No. I've been wondering about the North-South divide and why is it north and south and why not east and west? Why not have Brummies versus Norfolk? Why not have Sheffield versus Newcastle?
I've always said if you put a Cornishman and a Yorkshireman in the same room, they wouldn't understand a word each other said.
Exactly, but they both like, they wouldn't both like Cornish pasties. The guy from Cornwall would, the guy from Newcastle would probably have chips with curry sauce.
Yes.
This bridge right here is the Northern Bridge for Northern people. Manufactured by the Butterley Company in 1887. Or maybe the company was founded in 1887 and this bridge was built a little bit later. But either way, heritage.
So the North-South divide, to me, is just another level of division that is kind of pushed onto us, and that's it.
So it's just another one, essentially, to add to the pile of ways to split people up, essentially, like how some people might like EastEnders, some people like Emmerdale.
Yeah. I mean, it's a bit more thought out than that, isn't it?
Would you say that we're in the north right now? Would you say that this is the line? Would you say the line is a bit north or south of this?
I'll say the line's a little bit south than this. It's
Okay.
like just a little bit though.
Is that because you'd rather be in the north than the south?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't mind.
Yeah.
I'm not bothered.
Would you be fine if this was the south of England?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good to see contrasting opinions in this great nation. Thank you so much, and you just have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
Cheers.
Take care. Enjoy your session. Excuse me. Could I ask you a couple of questions about England? Oh, okay.
We're told anybody south of Watford are different to us. Well, I've worked all over the UK. I used to troubleshoot for social care, social worker, and I've worked all over the UK, and people are no different wherever you are. Situations are different. The economics of an area is different, but the people aren't. They might have a different accent, but they've not got different values or anything else. And it's that simple.
Could I ask you a couple of questions about England? I can't ask you because. Oh, okay, yeah. Catch the train. I'm afraid I can't because you're actually underage, so I need your parents' permission. I know it's just the law. It's this pain in the ass. It's the government doing this. Sorry. Yeah, would I be able to ask you a couple of questions about England?
We need to get back to the car park.
Okay.
I'm afraid. So sorry.
Okay. There's a lot of travelling up north. A lot of travelling. People are going places all the time. Thought that was London's thing. Ducking and diving and all that, but apparently not. Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Phineas King. We all know somebody who's gone to a private school. You can go past. Businessmen, entrepreneurs, and other inspiring individuals have shaped our country over the last 400 years. However, it's looking like this time of prosperity will soon be behind us, as the Labour government intend to remove VAT exemption on public schools. This is Harrow on the Hill, famous for It's banks and shoe zones and many other beautiful businesses that seem to be going on around here. There's not much around here, is there? Do you go to a private school?
Yeah.
Yeah. What private school do you go to?
Harrow on the Hill.
Oh, you go to Harrow. You go to Harrow on the Hill.
Yeah, I went there.
What's it like?
Shit.
Do you go to a private school? No. Do you know anybody who goes to a private school?
No.
Do you want to know anybody who goes to a private school?
Don't matter.
Do you think education is important?
To some degree, yeah.
I think they should be doubling the VAT for private schools because you're paying for a private school in the first place. Testing.
But don't you think that we should be promoting good people going to good places, good schools, and getting a good education, and going out into the world and developing businesses like this, Foxton's?
Private school, and I went to just a normal school and I did business in college.
Turn to the camera.
I didn't go to a private school, and I went to college and did business, and now I'm a manager. So I'm still making a way for myself without having to go to some posh place.
Nice. What do you manage?
I work at Harvester in Norfolk.
Could I ask what your name is?
My name is Anil.
Anil. Lovely to meet you, Anil. My name is Phineas King, Channel 5 News. I'm sure you've heard of us. First off, do you go to a private school?
No, my children did, yes.
Your children went to a private school. Can I ask you some questions about private schools?
What questions?
Do you think that getting rid of the VAT exemption, as I've just said to all of them, do you think that's a good idea?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Do you not know what VAT is? Well, obviously you wouldn't, but VAT, value-added tax. So that's £30,000 a year,
Yes.
and you're happy to pay that?
I'm happy to pay that, provided, my kids came out well out of it, so I'm happy, yes.
But you could have got it cheaper.
I could have got it cheaper, but you got to pay the market rate. The schools have got to run and break even. They got to pay the bills.
Fair enough. Okay. Right. Thank you very much, Anil.
Thank you.
We'll annul that. Excuse me, could I ask you about private schools?
Private schools.
Private schools.
Private schools.
Private schools.
Yeah.
First off, you heard about Labour making this decision to get rid of VAT exemption.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a good idea?
I'm not sure if it's a good idea or not.
Why Steve sent us here? This looks awful. This is Harrow. This is where Harrow University is. It's not about Harrow. It's about private schools. That's why we went to Harrow. We just got a load of divs, people who don't even know what VAT is, telling me how we should be taxing the rich more. That's not what I want. That's not what I signed up for. And it's absolutely ridiculous. I don't want this to be... Are you rolling? Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Phineas King, and today I've come here to Harrow. As you can see, this is a beautiful abode, well fitted to a well-established gentleman or his good lady wife to come here. Lovely retirement village, and also a lovely place to raise children, because as you all know, there is a beautiful boarding school here, all for boys, and it's just around the corner, and that's called Harrow School in Harrow. Let's just wait for him to walk over. Excuse me, sir, can I ask you a couple of questions about private schools?
Sorry, I'm just meeting a mate. Sorry, I don't have time.
Does he go to a private school?
No.
That's a shame.
Bizarre.
Yeah. Twat. As you can see, the effect of a Labour government on the local populace has been absolutely tremendously disastrous, horrible, terrible, dreadful, bad. No. And worst of all, the effect on the children that it has. The exemption of private schools is what allowed these children to get such a good education. And because of the things that are going on, it means that they are no longer able to get a good education, and they're going to grow up criminals. So I've been Phineas King, this has been Channel 5 News, and I wish you all a wonderful good day. The year is 2024. A couple months ago, Rishi Sunak announced a general election, and it's looking like it's going to be yet another landslide victory for the Conservative Party, colloquially known as the Tories by communist people. Here we are today in Barnes Bridge. Wonderful area, famous for its upper class individuals, as you can see. This place is absolutely perfect and divine, and it's all thanks to a certain Rishi Sunak. So could I ask you a couple of questions about the upcoming election, if you're interested in the election? I don't know if you are, if you're not.
I'm not.
No worries, neither am I. So first off, would you like to introduce yourself if you're interested?
Chris, I'm quite glad about the outcome.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The outcome?
Yeah.
What do you make of it? Do you think it's a good result? Do you think it's bad? Do you think that Rishi Sunak winning was a bad decision?
It's good. It's a good decision. It's a good outcome.
Yeah? Brilliant. All right. Any final comments or anything?
No, not really.
Okay. Excuse me, sir. Could I interview you about the state of the country and the election and so on and all that? No? He didn't vote. Oh, come on. Get past. Oh, for God's sake, there's another one now. All I want to do is cross the road so I can interview some people. There's important journalism needs to be done. Hello. Could I just ask you a couple of questions about the election, if you're interested? No worries. Hey, could I just ask you a couple of questions about the general election?
I'm not really politically inclined, sorry.
Hey, sorry, could I just ask you a quick question about the election?
No, because I've got a train to catch.
No worries, you catch your train, sir. Hi, excuse me, could I ask you a couple of questions about the upcoming election?
Well, they have finished, haven't they?
The election's finished.
Yes, it's finished. Mr. Kama or whatever his name is, he's just gone into number 10.
Did the
Been watching your TV.
No, I've been out all day having a party.
Oh, really? Well, you've missed it all then.
Oh.
He's gone into number 10. He's gone into number 10 now.
What, Starmer?
Yes.
Excuse me, sir, miss, may I ask you a couple of questions about the election? Apparently Rishi Sunak's just won the election.
It was. He didn't.
Oh, she just told me that Rishi Sunak won the election.
Yeah, you've got to check the news, innit?
Oh, I am the news. I'm Channel 5 News. Do you know Phineas King? No worries. If you look us up, we're all over Channel 5 and 4. Can you believe that? Rishi Sunak's out of a job. You're making me look like a div here, Steve. You really are. Seriously. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know why you're telling me Rishi Sunak won. Seriously. It's ridiculous. Now, why don't you get on the fucking computer and... What are you doing? Hey, sorry, could I just ask you a couple of questions about the election?
No.
Sorry.
Please. Thank you. No, thanks. I'd rather not.
No worries.
Thank you.
It's a bad election, wasn't it? What are you laughing for? It was serious stuff. Jesus, some people. Can I ask you a couple of questions about the election? Could I ask you a couple of questions about the election? It's fine, it's fine. Today has been a historic landslide victory for Labour for some reason, so that's happened. So no one around here seems to have voted for them, so I guess they all must be in Hammersmith or something. So, I don't know. I'm not going to Hammersmith, I can't be bothered. It's too far and I'm tired. So thank you very much for watching Channel 5 News. I've been Phineas King and I will see you all again very, very soon on the next episode of Phineas King and the delightful escapades of Barnes and elections and politics, because We all know politics is... Jesus Christ. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Phineas King, and today I've come to Hanwell in West London to have a little chat with the locals about the year 2024. May I interview about the state of the country?
It's in a mess.
I know it is, isn't it? Who do you think's responsible?
The government.
The government. I think those are wise words from a wise woman who knows exactly what she's talking about. She knows for sure that Jacob Rees-Mogg, Liz Truss, Rishi Sunak, Boris Johnson and many, many more are trying their best to save this country from the degenerates. But at the end of the day, who's going to win? The good guys or the villains? Because life is not a movie. Excuse me, sir, may I interview about the state of the country? No, that's understandable, sir. It's only the economy. This right here, bit of a water fountain. These were put in by Sadiq Khan. Poison. The Great Fuller's. Now, Fuller's pubs tend to be a nice, classy type of pub. This is a type of pub where the well-mannered gentleman and his good missus would tend to occupy. What do you think about the state of the country, man? No? Okay. Could I interview about the state of the country? I can help you carry your shopping if you want. As you can see, political apathy is a big problem in today's age. We're going to interview her. SJWs and that. Right. Hello? Excuse me. May I be able to interview you for some questions about the economy? No, you're not interested? That's totally fine, I understand. You know, the economy is a big problem that's going on at the moment, but don't worry about it, sunshine. It's a nice shop, sir, isn't it? I've been coming to this shop for about 15 years. I was back in 10. I've got to wait. So I wanted to get some sewing equipment.
You're not speaking Polish.
Polish. See, this is one of my favourite abodes here. This is I.J. King and Son Cabinet Makers and Restorers. If you would like to make use of their wares, I have got many a fine chair, many a fine piece of furniture from this establishment. I think it's absolutely brilliant. I think this is one of the best shops around. You're all right. Channel 5 News. England, Middlesex, the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. This great nation has spent many a generation ruling the world with an iron fist, and yet what we have found today is that the world rules us.